Hey there, you guys. It's me, Aaliyah Divine Taylor, and this is my YouTube channel. Alright, what is today's date? Ooh, click the wrong thing. Today's date is Thursday, May 28th, 2026. It's 12:19 a.m. I'm about to do the general tarot reading for the sign of Aquarius. Okay, so this is a timeless reading, so this could be past, present, or future. And the energies are interchangeable, so use your discernment, Aquarius. All right, personal read information is in the description box down below. Okay. Let's get into this. All right. Ooh, I don't know why that's there. Oh, he probably moved it. Let's see, what do we got for Aquarius? Two of Pentacles. What else for Aquarius? That's a lot of cards. I can't take these. All right. What do we got for Aquarius? All right. What do we got for Aquarius? Three of Cups, Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords. Temperance. Knight of Wands. What else for Aquarius? What do we got for Aquarius? Let's see. Knight of Pentacles. And what's the overall energy for the reading? Let's try it again. What is the overall energy for Aquarius? The Sun card. Deck split. We have the Devil and the Ace of Wands. All right. Something about a passionate new beginning here. Okay. So what's the theme for Aquarius for this reading? What's the themes for Aquarius for this reading? Let's see. What is the theme? What is the theme? Dreams, well-being. Okay. Let's have new beginning jumped out here. Grieving. So yeah. For you, Aquarius, y'all could just be really prioritizing your well-being and your priorities, which could be your dreams, your passions, things that you want to accomplish in this lifetime. All right, that's kind of like the theme for you guys. You know, your well-being. Okay, let's get into this. Two of Pentacles, Three of Cups. So this is giving time management with the Two of Pentacles. That's been a very common card coming up for a lot of people during this time. Yeah, for you guys, I've like, no exception here. You are being called here to pretty much just prioritize, the stuff you do on a day-to-day basis here. What you end up like doing throughout the day is usually going to be the thing that really propels you towards something, or towards that thing. So just kind of be mindful about that. Three of Cups here. Yeah, it could be about people you hang around with. Maybe a lot that could be, a main factor about how things happen for you. Let's get into it. What's the Three of Cups for Aquarius? Two of Wands. Okay. Let's see. Well, you guys, y'all could be like wondering about like making sort of decision. Two of Wands about pretty much who you interact with. Cherry card also here. Yeah, Seven of Cups. For you, Aquarius, it's like there's plenty of options for you to be here. There's plenty of options for you here. But I'm being called to let you guys know. You're going to be moving past whatever confusion that's surrounding this Three of Cups situation. The Full Guard. Yeah. I see you guys taking a leap of faith on one of these choices here. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you guys intuitively, because that's kind of what came after the Three of Cups is the Queen of Cups. Intuitively, you guys already know which I need to go for. That's what the Death card here. Clarifying the Queen of Cups. Yeah, y'all are naturally in this intuitive energy. Where maybe you get a lot of visions, a lot of signs, or maybe your heart's just calling you to, do something here. And so, like, maybe that's the only thing you really need is, if that's what you're being called here to do, or feel like you want to do, then just go ahead and do it. Yeah, that's what's going on with the Death card. Yeah, it's something transforming in the situation. Yeah, Knight of Cups, like I said, if your heart's wanting you to go towards this Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning, it's telling you to go ahead and just do it. Oh, let's see. Anything else? What is this Ace of Pentacles, anyways, for Aquarius? Yeah, again, Two of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles. This talks about time management, trying to multitask, or also worrying about things you do on a day-to-day basis. So again, that might be the big thing for you guys. Kind of just seeing what you're investing so much time and money and energy into. Four of Pentacles, like what do you value? I feel like it's going to be the main thing. Yeah, a lot of you guys may just have a lot of different options about like what you could do or who you want to hang around, stuff like that. But what ultimately is like something that honestly like is a part of your long-term goals is the thing. Like, what's the thing that really makes you happy, Aquarius? I feel like that's going to be the thing you need to focus on. Yeah, what makes you happy? What really drives you? Hierophant card here. Yeah, like I said, a lot of you guys just may have a deep inner knowing, or may have, like I said, just strong intuitive gifts here. Yeah, Knight of Swords with the Tower, and then the Ten of Cups. Yeah, this is something pretty much like with the Knight of Swords being clarified by these two cards. Again, if there is a dream that you are wanting to achieve here, it's pretty much like telling you, like, to go ahead and go after it. Tower card, I feel like it's like great change. But the thing is, like, again, it's like a reminder, just be mindful about what actually is a part of that Ten of Cups. Like, what is that this stuff that you want and part of that? Seven of Wands. Yeah, and then also protect that, whatever that may be for you guys. Let's see. Haircut. Sorry. Anything else for the Knight of Swords for Aquarius? Yeah, go towards your desires. Anything else? Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. Yeah, pretty much take action towards it. That's like the main thing that you need to do. Yeah, the more you start just going for it, and I really start I feel like just going after it, I feel like that's when you're going to see a lot of progress. Like just doing it and not like overthinking it or worried about like what other people think, or not letting like anything kind of like get in the way of it. Yeah, the Lovers, the Lovers could speak about having a decision to make. Again, it's talking about you having a choice. Yeah, but it's almost like choose wisely, just because you have a lot of options, because a lot of people like you. With age Aquarius, you're pretty popular. But just because you have a lot of options doesn't mean all of them are good for you. So that's why, again, it's like I really have to be more selective. It's going to be the thing for you. Not everyone can like enjoy what you got going on here, Aquarius. This deck. So what's the Temperance? Hanged Man, Five of Swords, Eight of Cups, King of Pentacles. What's the Temperance for Aquarius? Two of Wands, Ten of Cups. Yeah, so if you guys are wondering, like, say, like, you do have options because the Two of Wands and Seven of Cups keep popping up. So it's talking about you have some sort of choice you need to make. Pretty much your angels, your spirits, and your ancestors, your guides, they're all here trying to actually give you like little hints or intuitive nudges. That's why I said with the Queen of Cups. A lot of you guys are very like intuitive, or just maybe getting like a lot of visions through your dream state, or maybe you're getting little hints through like songs or whatever, or just seeing angel numbers. Some of you guys, like, if you are getting like, these intuitive hits, so your angels are talking to you, it's really up to you guys to actually listen. Like, if you are looking for answers, yeah, it's like the signs are all around you, but you have to pay a bit more closer attention. Also, another thing I'm hearing is, be patient with yourself. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Yeah, about what ultimately is like the thing that's gonna like, lead you towards like this new beginning, the Ace of Cups. Ace Cup talks about like an overflowing cup. For you, it's pretty much like what overflows your cup. Like, what is that thing that really excites you or like motivates you? What is the thing, what is it that your heart calls out for? Again, I feel that ties into your dreams. You have a vision for yourself. I feel like you're a visionary, whoever this applies to. You're a visionary, Aquarius. You know what you do and don't want. What your dream job, the dream house, the dream lifestyle, the dream lover, whatever it is. It's telling you go for it. Like, I feel like, I'm not sure if you have, but like, don't play small or don't try to like, hold yourself back or dim to fit in. It's really about you really just going after it. And like, pretty much like, as you go, it's like pretty much whoever is supposed to be there will kind of just be there. And whoever falls to the wayside or gets busy or whatever, well, it's just, they weren't, a part of, they weren't supposed to be a part of it. Some people are there in your life for a season, that sort of thing. Yeah. We have the Devil card clarifying the Nine of Wands. Yeah, the Devil's card talks about like unhealthy attachments. Yeah, this is clarifying the Nine of Wands being like the wounded warrior. Yeah, you might have like an unhealthy attachment to certain things, like maybe out of comfortability. Maybe it could be like a certain job title, or something that gives off like the illusion of like security or stability or wealth. It doesn't have to be though. It could be like maybe a certain person who makes you just feel comfortable because well, you've known them forever. But it's pretty much like whatever this thing is. I feel like it comes out of like a sense of just being hurt from the past. And for some of you guys, it's like maybe that's something you need to just work on. Hold on, more for the Nine of Wands. Let's see. What's more for the Nine of Wands? I'm hearing also you might want to like release your need to control. That might be a thing. Like you may like do or say certain things because it's almost like you maybe have been through some stuff in your past and like you don't want to repeat it or stuff like that. But it's really something you like kind of just like let go, like yeah, let go of whatever I feel like you think is the way you feel like things are supposed to happen, or the way that things maybe like you expect it to go. It's like just release whatever thought you have of that. Yeah, 1133. That's a good angel number. But because what's coming outside with the Eight of Wands and the Chariot, I feel like this is what you guys are going to be moving past. The Chariot card and the Eight of Wands are both super fast moving energies. For you guys, it's like the more you guys are able to kind of like detach from that energy, I feel like the more you're going to see a lot of victories. The Chariot card being here, a lot of you guys should just be obsessed with like moving forward. Eight of Wands, seeing forward progress. I feel like that's the thing. Going through whatever death and rebirth, that Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. 1 second. Let me do one thing really quick. Let's see. 1133. Let's see. 1133. Is seeing an angel number 1133 is a powerful spiritual nudge to trust your inner wisdom, embrace your personal power, and take courageous action towards your soul's purpose. Well said. Happy days, starry nights. I feel like that's definitely what this reading is saying. Well, yeah, it's just telling you to be bold enough to go after what you want, really. Anything else for I guess this Nine of Wands? Anything else? Let's see. Anything else? Four of Swords. Yeah, if you guys need time, because maybe you've been overworked or kind of been through some stuff, it's excuse me, it's telling you guys to much like take care of yourself again, like with the two of pentacles I said earlier. Pace yourself. It's about time management, not like overloading yourself. If you guys do feel like you get like a bit like maybe like you need a minute to breathe or relax or rest, then maybe that's something you guys need to do. It's just take that time out, listen to your body, rest, recuperate, recharge. Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Tower, the World, and the Ace of Pentacles. So literally new. Tower card is, this is like an unexpected change or maybe some sort of major epiphany or revelation. Yeah, last stuff. Some of you guys, maybe you need to just pace yourself. Because I said with the Knight of Pentacles, it is like the slower moving knight, slow and steady. For you guys, that might be something. It's like maybe you've been figuring out maybe like what the blockage is that has been like keeping you so slow, or maybe some of you guys is like maybe whatever this new thing is. I feel like it'll have you off in a different direction. But the World card is definitely here. It talks about you closing out an old chapter and being ready to step into the new, and that's what a lot is going on here. Like I said, with the Sun card being your overall energy, this is talking about you. I say you guys walking away or detaching or letting go, and it's almost like you're stepping into the light. You're stepping into like the time where you're going to just really just start going after your wish fulfillment, things that's gonna make you happy, whatever your goals are. Yeah, Three of Wands. A lot of you guys are thinking more, towards the future, or that's what you need to be doing here, Aquarius. Yeah, that's like the main thing. This is more like a personal reading, like a more like internal reading. Like this isn't about like a love reading or anything like that. It's more just so about you. Yeah, you have a decision. You have decisions, but the thing is like just trust where you're being led, because like you already know what your heart's desire is. Just go for it, and don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't second guess it. Yeah, and I think you're gonna see a lot of forward progress the more you start doing that. Yeah. Well, let's get some advice for Aquarius. Let's get this. What's some advice for Aquarius? What is some shadow work Aquarius needs to work on? Any shadow work for Aquarius? Sacred boundaries. Respecting and honoring your limits sets you free. Assertiveness and self-care. Yeah, that's all I was saying towards the end of the reading with that Four of Swords. Like, so some of you guys may like, be someone who like, likes to just give your all to like everything or to everyone. And like, there's nothing wrong with like giving, except for the fact that you gotta take time to, take care of yourself too. Like, so sometimes like, just saying days like, you can't go out, or, this is your like, my personal time, or, this is my my mental health day, that sort of thing, and just actually like sticking to it. We have Ride the Storm. Let chaos and turbulence cleanse your spirit. Purge, purify, and refine. Yeah, like I said, there's gonna be a lot of things changing. Cause there's a lot of like new, which means like you're gonna be like creating space for that new, which means like you have to let go or purge out or purify whatever like again isn't ultimately going to be leading you towards your like your Ten of Cups, your wish fulfillment. So just kind of just I feel like go with this time of like maybe a lot of change. It might be a little wild, I feel a little crazy, but it's ultimately like to get you into alignment, like it's to get you to where you're supposed to be. Shadow Blossom. You need both sunlight and darkness to bloom fully, resilient and nourishing. So this might be a time where you're being tested on your resilience here. Resilience means like, no matter what gets thrown your way, it's like you guys still manage to like, come out on top. I thought that's what's going on. But the main thing is like, not only like being out and about and really like, being like the busy bee, but also sometimes like, just being, being wise enough to know that some days you just need to like pull back and really just handle like, yourself. We have defensive. Unseen resistance to unresolved issues. Explore with curiosity. Reflection, acceptance, and growth. That's what I was getting with that Knight of Wands. I said it talks about you guys being a bit being a bit guarded, and maybe it's because I said you are still like dwelling on things that might still have a control on you, And for a lot of you guys, I said the thing is, I said a lot of you guys are going to be called to almost like move past it, and once you do, that's when you're actually going to be able to see a lot of forward growth, and you move past it by simply like acknowledging like like the past. You acknowledge that it was there instead of like trying to like maybe like instead of trying to maybe just like gloss over it like it didn't happen, or you see it's there but you kind of just like ignore it. It's facing it head on, giving yourself to feel those emotions, whatever it is, and then give yourself time to really process it so that you can really feel it and then move past it. That's how it works. So you can't like rush healing. Trust me, if we could, we all would. Says, hi, I'm an Aquarius. uh February 4th. Oh, come on now. My brother is February 3rd. Thanks for reading us tonight. Oh, the pleasure is all mine. I love Aquariuses. Y'all are one of my favorite signs. Trust me, the pleasure is all mine. Thank you. Miss Crystal, I don't want to butcher your name. Crystal Tyndall, K2G. But yeah, let's see. This is more personal. So, what's some advice? I'll get angel numbers. What's some angel numbers for Aquarius? Okay. We have 420. It says potential. Potential opportunities, adventure, dreams, courage, future, goals. This card reminds you of your potential in life. With your angel supporting you, it's time to embrace new opportunities and adventures and follow your heart toward the future. Reflect on your goals and aspirations. Yeah, that's what I was saying throughout the reading. Like, pretty much, like, you need to go after your goals, your dreams, whatever that may be, and just trust again that your heart is leading you in the right direction. Like, you don't overthink it or don't try to like over intellectualize, because there's like so much you guys like can do. You guys have unlimited potential, but it's like this is a time where I said it's like where you guys step into the limelight, or you guys really like let yourself be seen. Yeah, but also about doing it in balance, because don't overdo it. Like, don't try to like be Superman or Superwoman. Like, also take time like to rest when needed. We also have keep your dream with 1551. It says dreams, focus, faith, courage, goals, and spirit. Focus on the positive and stay dedicated to your desired outcomes. It's time to invest your faith and efforts into your ideas and pursue your goals with unwavering determination. Your spirit is both beautiful and courageous. Yeah. So this is a time where you need to, again, it's like pretty much reconfirming, like that you guys are able to like go after your dreams. But the thing is, like, you're gonna need faith to do it, because sometimes, like when you're making like a masterpiece or when you're doing something, it's like maybe it won't happen overnight. So even though you may not see like the immediate results you want, it's like you still have to keep going, like kind of like a flower or like a garden. It's like when you're like planting a garden, it's like it's going to take a while for the garden to grow, or for for that acorn to become a tree. It's kind of like that. So just again, as I said in the middle of the reading, be patient with yourself no matter what you're doing. We have 818, breaking old patterns, pattern reflection, change, growth, and mindset cycles. Pause and reflect before moving forward with any project. Even if you're deeply invested, take time to reconsider. Take time to reconsider. This is a typo, but taking time to reconsider can benefit everyone involved. Avoid getting stuck in negative thought patterns, as what we focus on tends to manifest. So this is just telling you to pretty much like break those patterns. Maybe I said like you're used to thinking a certain way. Like I said, for some of you guys, that could be that devil card like you may need to walk away from. That's because I told you before, like that guarded energy can come because you've been through a lot of stuff in your past. And I'm not saying like you don't have a reason to be that way, but the thing is, like, even though it wasn't your fault that you went through what you went through, it still is your responsibility that you heal those parts of yourself that got a little hit a little bit. It's a little messed up now, but telling you break those patterns. Like, there's nothing wrong with pausing and reflecting, and like I said earlier, feeling those emotions that you need to feel to kind of like really process it, so that you can move forward clearly. Can you pull a card for me, please? You know what? I'm feeling it. It's my birthday season, so why not? I'm a Gemini, if you can't tell by my bonnet. It's I, the Queen Gemini. So before I pull a card, what would you want it about? Is this like something like more internal? Is it like something to do with love? Is it about money? Is it about like a specific question? Like, I'll pull one card for you. Oh, thank you, baby. And yes, happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, give me a little more detail. Like, what is it about? Love, money, personal growth, you know, we have reflect. Soul journey, inner reflection. So take time to reflect on your soul's journey. You are a part of an infinite universe where all things are possible. So clear your mind, realign your thoughts, and rediscover your purpose. It's telling you yet again that you need to like pretty much like maybe work on the way you perceive things, like your thoughts. Because at the end of the day, it's like like you will manifest like your intentions go your manifestation. Sorry, I said this so wrong. Your manifestations go where their intentions flow. So a lot of you guys, like we're calling for you guys to really put a lot of positive intentions out there, so that you can manifest, like the stuff that you do want, and instead of like the negative stuff. Does my B day have anything to say? Oh, does my BD, your baby daddy, have anything to say from the afterlife? He died a year ago on top of me. Oh my god. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. One second. Our daughter was only 2 months. Good lord. I'm not gonna lie, that surprised me. I wasn't expecting something like that. Um, One second. Let me grab a deck for you. Okay, I'm back. Okay, this is a deck that I have never used, but I've had for like months. So this will be the first time I'm using it for you. Hmm. Let's see. What was one of these postcards from Spirit want to say? What does your baby daddy? Yeah, I'm so glad I got that deck. Okay, this is exactly what it's for. What does Miss Crystal's baby daddy might want to say to her? Okay, perfect. One card for you. It says, Dearest you, as you think, so will you experience life. Thoughts are that powerful, and they need minding. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down. Oh, Jesus. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so they serve you or get released instead of wreaking havoc. These thoughts arise when connected to the energy of fear and often masquerade as truth. Yet the real truth is that essentially all is well. Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organized, accepting, creative, open, and so on. Those are the ones we want you to keep thinking, and they have a less frantic quality. They're stimulating in a good way and don't get away from you. How do you keep an inner eye on your thoughts? Meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. Everyone has those fearful thoughts. Love them. Love yourself, and then choose the thoughts you want the world to reflect back. Life is not as hard as you think. So, from this, it seems like your, you know, dearest loved one who's on the other side just wants you to know to kind of be mindful about your thoughts. Like, I feel like he's more like, telling you, just remind you, think positive. I'm not sure what specifically you're going through or what you have been through, but like don't pay like all those negative ideas that may come towards you so much mind. Like really focus on things that's going to uplift you and keep you happy, because ultimately it seems like this person, this nice man, really wanted you to be happy. Does that help? I hope it did. Okay, because I lost the house. Okay, so yeah, that does make sense. Yeah. So again, he's trying to tell you to focus on the positive, focus on things that you want to manifest, because that's ultimately what's going to come to pass. It's just been really hard since then. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I wish, like I said, I could do something to make you feel better, but the best I can do is just give you a little bit of advice and guidance. Same thing with your boo. It's like he's trying to tell you to, like I said, stay positive. Like, I feel like, that's what's going to be the main takeaway. By what you're telling me, it sounds like you had a really hard life. I swear I've been feeling something there, but there's nothing there. I swear I've been feeling something there, but there's nothing there. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Could you please elaborate? I'm interested. Like he's still here in spirit. He definitely is. And he'll say he's really worried, like he's more focused on like your mental health is the thing. Because I said whatever you think about a lot, it's like that's the thing you're gonna end up manifesting. So it's like I said, your loved one was telling you like pretty much like try your best to focus on the positive. I know there may be a lot of chaos, like kind of like this reading. It's not like there may be a lot of change, a lot of chaos, a lot of stuff going on, but it's like you still have options, and you're being called to like do your best to focus on stuff that's gonna be in your favor. Because we all have good and bad thoughts all the time. There's stuff we do and don't like about ourselves, about life, about others, but it's telling you to not really pay that too much mind. Yeah, I'm gonna give you one last card specifically. Um, one last deck. I'll be right back. Okay, this is Divine Abundance. This is your advice, Miss Crystal. Crystal Tyndall. I love the name. We have guidance. I literally just said this. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. So, like I said throughout this reading, I'm not sure if you're an Aquarius or not, but I feel like this reading just might apply to you. Maybe you might have like, Aquarius, like, as you're rising or something. I don't know you personally. I think you said it before. You're saying it correctly too, by the way. Woo! Love that. Okay. Come on, me. Look at me over here doing my big one. You are an Aquarius. Okay, so this is, sorry, I did text that. You did say that. You are an Aquarius. But yeah, like the message is definitely for you. Your spirit team is giving you guidance, but the thing is, like, you have to pay attention to it. I know I said through a lot of this chaos and through this drama, maybe it's a little difficult, but that's why now is like the more important than ever that you actually do pay attention, because it's like they're helping you like pretty much like get into alignment. And I know it may feel crazy, I know it may feel scary or shocking right now, but it's to actually get you to where you need to be. And it's kind of like, if I'm being like real with you, it's kind of like when I was getting into alignment, I kind of had like to first get alone and by myself. So a lot of things happened all at once where, like, I kind of became homeless. I kind of lost a lot of friends. I, like, didn't have a lot of money. So I was literally like me all by myself for like the longest time. And it's kind of like that. Maybe, that's how you are currently, where maybe it is kind of just you and it's looking kind of scary, it's looking a little grim. But if you're anything like what my journey was, where it's like, eventually I found like, the greener pastures, I eventually like, made my way to the life I have now. It's kind of like that. I'm going through the exact same thing. It's almost like, how was it called, you like being burnt to a crisp before you rise up like the fiery phoenix that you are from the ashes. This is that. You're kind of burning right now. Oh, okay. So yeah, you're homeless too. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry. There is some plan. You may not know what it is, and I can say this from my own personal experience. 'Cause I've been there. You may not fully understand what's going on. You don't know how you're gonna make it. Like I didn't know how I was gonna make it. But the thing you will have to remember is that you will make it. You may not know how, you may not know when, but you'll get through. And that's kind of like the only thing like you can really hold on into moments like that where you just again you listen to where your angel's trying to guide you towards because the messages will be like they'll make sense to you and only you. Like when I got my messages, like one of the messages I got personally was frozen, let it go, and it literally came on the same like day, like later, like it was like an hour later, and that was like my sign. Yeah, it says have nobody on my side or to depend or fall back on. Nothing. So lonely and sad. Yeah, I know the feeling. And if it makes you any better, if it makes you feel any better, you eventually get your happy ending. Like it does get better. This is like you going through the storm all by yourself, and trust me, you eventually make it to the other side. You find the rainbow after that hurricane because that's where you are right now. You're kind of like in the eye of the storm, but you will get better and you will learn how to, like, process what you're going through. You will figure out healthy ways of dealing with the loneliness and sadness and probably feeling abandoned or, betrayed. Like, you'll get through this. And it's funny because you'll use this as like a story that you tell to help others. I've fallen into this deep depression. Honestly, life has always been shitted since a child, honestly. Yeah, yeah. I feel that. I definitely feel that. I also didn't have the best child growing up. But yeah, it gets better. It's kind of like you're in the time where like you have to be that you have to be that parent you wish you had for yourself. So it's like I said, a lot of times like people like me and you, we have to teach ourselves like how to love ourselves because maybe we didn't have the best childhood growing up. Maybe we have to teach ourselves like what healthy love looks like, or what we will and won't tolerate, or how we can unlearn certain negative like thoughts, certain processes, or certain mindsets or bad habits that we're not even fully aware of until I said we are until we get triggered or until something like this happens. This is the time where I said a lot of issues are being brought to your attention, but the thing is, like, you have to honestly like pay attention and focus. You can't just try to like use escapism. Like, oh, I have to use this to distract me, like a party or a person or drugs or money or whatever. Each person is different. You have to face it. Like you literally have to just sit there. Like I literally had to deal with homelessness for like 2 to 3 years, and it wasn't cute. I made it look cute because you see this, right? You see this, but yeah, it really it's not fun because it really like messes with your chakras. Like it makes you like really have to be in like survival mode where you're probably not in the best headspace because you're worried about like where you're gonna sleep, where you're gonna eat, will you have good clothes on your back, shoes on your feet, that sort of thing. Yeah, it is crazy. That's when I said during that time, what really got me through is I leaned on my intuition more. Because even as smart as I am, I'm a bookworm. I love knowledge. I love information. I love reading. But all that knowledge, all that information was useless during that time. It's kind of like that. You will kind of have to rely on your intuition more. This is why you're going through it. There are certain lessons you got to learn during this time that you're being called here to learn, and even though it may be painful, it's telling you you pretty much got to do it. And after you do learn those lessons, it's funny. It's like it'll be the main thing you use throughout your life. It's almost like a skill that you'll always have, like riding a bike. You never forget. Like I can imagine my life now without my spiritual gifts, without my intuition, without hearing like hearing like having my visions, or seeing angel numbers and stuff like that. Imagine my world without it. And I feel like maybe that's what your journey is calling for you to do right now, to kind of build that up. I'm not sure how spiritual you are, or where are you, how religious you are, but maybe that's something you're being called to do. Okay, we also have extraordinary. There's a wild and ooh, there's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserve to be honored. Yeah, another thing that you maybe need to do here, Aquarius, is maybe you need to honor every part of yourself. Because once again, maybe there was parts of yourself that you were taught to hide or shun, or to excuse me, to dim yourself down to fit in. And as I said, during this time, it's calling for you to really, like I said, step out like the peacock, like really, strut your stuff, or really, show the world like what you're really made of. As it's that time for you, once again, step to the spotlight, like shine, like be yourself, una, unapologetically, like be yourself authentically. That's what's going to be the main thing for you. Love yourself, flaws and all, kind of like the peacock. Like the thing is, like a lot of people assume that peacock's beauty, comes from its outward appearance, but that's actually incorrect. The truth is the beauty of the peacock comes from within, and then it extends outward, to everything else. And that's kind of what you are. You have to first get that beauty within yourself so that it can extend outward. It says, I swear, when I was younger, I had dreams of myself being an adult, and I swear the things I dreamed actually happened when I got older. I'm very spiritual. I just started a few years ago, and I got into spiritual stuff, and I love it. Yeah, it's like I said, that's what happened to me too. Like during my time in need, it's like I always had spiritual gifts, but it's like I never was taught to really acknowledge oh, tarot, because that's demonic, or that's of the devil, because that's what I was raised in a Christian home. And it's funny because now I use it to help guide others as well. It's funny because I'll even sometimes especially in the past, I used to incorporate a lot of the religious teachings into my readings. But it's kind of like that. Like you're going to be using those spiritual gifts that were demonized, that was demonic and evil, to actually make a positive difference, not only in your own life but for others as well. And I thought this is why you're going through it. Like right now, it's just this is the purge. This is where you get to almost start all over. Like you get to choose who gets to be your friends, who gets to be your new lover, who where you get to live, what kind of house you get to have, who has access to you. And during this time where you're at your lowest, I want you to remember this. Remember who was there for you during this time. Remember who called on you, who checked up on you, who actually was there for you. Those are the people you need to definitely remember. Yeah, exactly. My mom and grandma say the exact same thing. It's from Satan. It's the devil's work. Shaking my head. Yeah, because it's crazy how this is so evil, right? But yet, like, I've only seen nothing positivity come out of me doing tarot. I've literally watched my tarot readings, help guide someone who, debating on going back to their toxic family too, or living their dreams. I told them, no, 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 go towards your dreams, go this way, because the way the car was facing. So it's like someone looking back or trying to go forward. I said, no, go forward. Don't look back at your family, because they literally were like wolves in that picture, waiting to eat him. And he listened to me, took my advice from the reading, and he later came back and thanked me because he ended up living his dreams of getting paid to travel to skateboard. I said, now how is what I did with that, or really with anyone, how is that demonic? How is me literally being here as a guide, as an aid to help lost souls or people who just need a little guidance? How is that at all demonic? Just because it doesn't fit into what you view or what you believe as your walk of Christianity? Shoot, well, what I always tell people is my connection with God is different. Okay, shoot, just because my walk with the Lord or with God isn't fit what you thought it would be, or it doesn't align with what you wanted to. Well, I'm not here to please you. I don't care what you think about what I'm doing. I care about doing what I'm being called here to do. Shoot, God for some reason led me to tarot. I never had I never woke up one day and was I need to do tarot. No, it just one day it just, like I said, a lot of this stuff happened to me where I can ignore my gifts, my thing God blessed me with. I can ignore myself anymore, and it's not healthy. You shouldn't. They shouldn't. people in life should not teach you to ignore your feelings, your thoughts, to ignore yourself. That's why so many people, like, have so many problems today because they literally are taught to hate themselves, to, like I said, hide certain parts of who they are because I said it doesn't fit someone else's, like, beliefs or their own, ideology and stuff like that. It's like, it's so weird. I'm sorry, I went on a whole tangent because I just, what you're going through, what you just said, that took me back. Because I said there's some people who literally call me like the devil or a witch. Well, I am kind of a witch, but I'm a good one. Okay, okay. I'm not. I'm literally. I know I could have like went way darker and eviler with the witch stuff. Because like there are good witches, there are bad witches. There's good and bad everywhere, and I definitely could have. But it's the fact that I literally don't do anything but like practice nothing but white magic and protection spells, and I was like, and I'm still like still get like little things like that. I'm like, I'm such a good girl. I don't do anything. I literally only help people. But like people, want to believe what they want to believe. Because like I said earlier, when people like see tarot or hear crystals and spirituality or angel numbers, they just think this is not, of God. This is the demonic, evil, Satan stuff. Pretty much, it just doesn't fit their views. It doesn't go with their views personally. People are weird. People really want you to be what they want you to be, and that's something I just chose to not be a part of. That's why I'm so okay with like being like the outcast or like the weird child or the black sheep or the scapegoat. Like I have so many times I have had just for simply doing this. Literally reading cards to people for guidance. This apparently has made me an evil witch, demonic woman who has somehow cast a spell on people. The stuff people make up to make themselves feel better pretty much for, treating me like I'm a bad person. Yeah, this is the stuff they literally tell themselves to make themselves feel better because really they're the bad people. They have to tell you themselves that I'm demonic for when they're calling me names or try to like, gossip behind my back or spread rumors and lies about me. It's like it's justified because she's evil. People are so weird. And I love you. Oh, I'm definitely going to be tuning to your channel from now on. I did it. That's right. I charmed another person by simply being myself. That's what I love about doing this stuff because I feel like when I'm making my channel, like when I'm doing these, YouTube videos, I feel like I really am like finding my tribe. I'm finding my soul family online. Because a lot of people, like, who like, have similar experiences to me. That's how I bump all of you guys, like, who deal with homelessness or deal with a messy breakup or deal with family issues or deal with your own personal, like, inner trauma. It's like we end up like somehow y'all find me and it's like we just like connect through our experiences. And that really makes me happy. It feels like, not only like I'm helping people, which is a big reason why I do this, but it feels like, like I'm like, I don't know, like I'm a part of something bigger than myself, and I just don't know it yet. Exactly, Boo. You are. You do an amazing job. Keep it up, baby, for real, for real. Woo! That's what I'm here to do. I do what I can. It's the Queen Jimin. Oh, Crystal, you hyped me up, girl. Got me going. Literally, it's been 48 minutes. So this is a long reading. I have to like try to wrap this up because for others this is like a really really long. Some people nowadays like think 40 minutes, an hour is a long video. I'm old school. I can watch an hour video like it's nothing, but that's me. What's the advice for? Step back in. What's the advice for Aquarius? Any advice for Aquarius? Let's see. What's the advice? Oh, I'm not Aquarius, but I do love that my Uranus is in Aquarius. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dan. I love you. Crystal, you're a joy. Shoot, you have brightened up my day or my night. But anyways, you have Archangel Raphael. Raphael helps you heal in mind, body, and spirit. So this is the thing. You're healing even though you're not aware of it. Your angels, like I told you, they're all around you. They're giving you spiritual, protection. They're helping you heal your body, your mind, your body, your spirit. They see what you're going through. And Archangel Raphael is a powerful angel. So with him by your side, you're good. You say, I'm surrounded by Geminis, literally. Oh my gosh, I love Aquariuses. I say, y'all are my air sign sister, and I love y'all. Y'all are so awesome. I can be around y'all all day. I have my oldest brother is an Aquarius. Love him down. Love him. Yeah, forgiveness. Forgiveness is the first step toward letting go of hurt and emotional pain. It heals only you. So this may be a big thing you need to do to help you move forward like in a more healthier way. Forgive people who have hurt you. You forgive them not for them, you do it for yourself. Because forgiveness is for you. This heals you and only you. And a lot of times you have to forgive people even if they don't give you the apology you deserve. I had to learn that my own self. There's some people who have, been a bit shady towards me, and I just had to literally forgive them, not for them, but because I had to do what's best for me. Because you're the only one still holding on to that pain. Everyone else is out about living their life. They moved past it. They're not even thinking about it. So what my best friend is one of my oldest son and the oldest daughter are Geminis. My dad is one. LOL. Everybody's around. Woo! So I know y'all must be lit over there. Your best friend, your best friend is one. Your oldest son is one. Your oldest daughter. I know that's right. So you over here just got nothing but little helpers. Because Gemini and Aquarius, we click. When we get together, it's just fun. We just know how to do what we do. That's why I love Aquarius. It's just so effortless with y'all. We don't have to try. We don't have to fake the funk. And y'all don't try to get us to dim to fit in. Y'all can handle us when we be all over the place. Rejuvenation. Yeah, take time to rest and recharge your batteries. Yeah, this is definitely what that time is calling you to do. Again, if you guys are feeling tired or feeling worn out, or you do need a moment, then that's what you're being called to do, is just listen to your body. Rest. Just take a nap if you need to. Have angel of wisdom. Pursue knowledge and spiritual growth. That's going to be a big thing for you as well. Make sure you maybe pursue your spiritual growth. It's either knowledge or spiritual growth. So if you can, check out books from a library, or just look up on your phone, something like that, as simple as angel numbers, or maybe just how do I know what my intuition is, or something just literally. It's almost like you have to be hungry for it and actually continuously searching for it. That's what I did in my spiritual journey. I literally just was okay, what is this feeling inside of me that I can't ignore? What is an intuition? What's a chakra? What is an angel number? Help me learn that 666 isn't a bad number. One last card for Aquarius. Look up and look forward. Welcome new developments for positive change. Again, it's telling you, do not look at what you have lost. Whatever is gone is gone. And it's not being sad or being upset over it isn't changing it. It's telling you to look forward, because there is a lot of positive stuff coming your way. That's why you right now you're going through a time of healing. You're probably resting more. You're probably getting your mind right. You're probably learning to forgive. You're probably learning new things or diving into spiritual practices. This is a time where, like I said before, you're literally manifesting the life that you truly desire. This is that time for you guys. We're oh, I can't believe this is happening to me. No, you should thank God. This is happening for you. You get to pretty much have a new start, where you start all over. So you literally are building your life back from the ground up, and it's beautiful, because it's you do it brick by brick and piece by piece. And even though it may be long, I'm not gonna lie, it's so worth it in the end. I'm so grateful I went through homelessness now, and I even thanked my sister for assisting me in doing that. It's because it helped me just get everything I've ever wanted. I literally had to build it from the ground up. Says right, LOL. That's what I've been doing. Okay, because period. Shoot, if I didn't know any better, Crystal, I would think you were my kindred spirit, my soul sister from another mister. Bottom of the deck is time out. Yeah, take time for a much needed break and relax. So this is the third time it's telling you to relax. Yeah, if you're feeling overworked, stressed out, or just in your head a lot, honey, take a chill pill. Relax, okay? No need to try to burn yourself out trying to do everything all at once. You got time. Pace yourself. Hi, this is the end of your reading here, Aquarius. I'll get that later. So if you guys did enjoy, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe because it helps push my channel out to a bigger audience. You guys know I love all of that amazing jazz. Yes, I do, Aquarius. Says girl, yes, ma'am. We twin flames. I already know it. Shoot, people usually freak out when they hear twin flames. It's like, what? You're a twin flame or you're my soulmate, but I'm not romantically attracted to you. It's like twin flames and soulmates don't have to be romantic. Like, open your mind, you open your perspective. We don't have to be romantic. Good lord, people are so weird like that. But yes, girl, we're here. Me and you, we're here with it. We're here. I see you. You see me. Anyways, yeah, so it's gonna be a good time where you are gonna be going after the life that you want, and it's called for you to pretty much be yourself unapologetically. Whatever's falling to the wayside or being purged out of your life, let it. Okay, it wasn't supposed to be there to begin with. This is the great purge where you get to literally create the life you've always dreamt of. So enjoy the ride, Aquarius. You're doing a great time of expansion, new development. You know, by the time you get done, you won't even recognize the person you were in the past. But yes, thank you, people. So one-minded, for real, for real. I cannot stand a closed-minded person who thinks, so just. If I'm being so real, if I'm being completely transparent, they think basic. It's like come on. We're in 2026. You're still looking at life in a one-dimensional way. It's like it's so boring, so drab. Like ugh. Like it tells me more about you than it does me. Girl, you get it. Look, I gotta stop because we're gonna be talking forever. I love you so much, Aquarius. But with this being said, goodbye, my superstars, and I love you, Crystal.